Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. We have an undisputed super middleweight title fight in the women's game between FRANCHON CREWS-DEZURN and SAVANNAH MARSHALL. That's coming up on Sky Sports in the UK. I'm not sure where they're showing it in the US. I don't know, ESPN maybe. I don't know. You'll have to check on that. But this is a fight worth paying attention to because CREWS-DEZURN, undisputed super middleweight champ. Very, very physical woman. I mean, very stocky and strong looking. But she's facing a woman in SAVANNAH MARSHALL who, although she's coming up from middleweight, and this is her first fight at super middleweight, may very well benefit from those extra 8 pounds. I'd be surprised if she didn't, because SAVANNAH is a huge woman. I mean, CREWS-DEZURN is 5'8". SAVANNAH is just a touch off 6 foot tall. Real Amazonian looking girl. Her last fight, of course, was against Claressa Shields, and Claressa outpointed her. Started very, very quickly, Claressa. Lots of speed, lots of jumping in, and she didn't really give SAVANNAH a chance to breathe in the opening rounds, which was a brilliant tactic. I mean, I picked SAVANNAH to beat Claressa, and I was absolutely confident she was going to do it. But the one thing that stuck in my mind is these 10-2 2-minute rounds, which I don't like at all. It always favours the speedier, in and out, slicker boxer who can almost pinch the fight. I don't mean that disrespectfully to Claressa or to any other female fighter who has that type of style. But in the second half of the fight, SAVANNAH took over and Claressa was gassing in that fight. And had it been over 12 threes, I definitely think SAVANNAH would have won. But it's 10-2s, 20 minutes of fighting, not a lot of time to get your work done. But FRANCHON CREWS-DEZURN is a very different type of fighter. She is a come forward, bullying type, again, very physical. Technically okay, but it's really about the physical stuff, the physicality with FRANCHON. Whereas SAVANNAH, although she is big and powerful, does have some technique. Now, there was a very interesting comment left by one of my subscribers on a previous video I did when I was talking about the gloves are off between these two ladies and how entertaining it was. I like FRANCHON CREWS-DEZURN a lot. I like SAVANNAH MARSHALL a lot, but you could not get two more polar opposite girls, okay? But the guy, I forget who it was, my apologies if you left this comment and I've forgotten your name, but the guy said the thing about SAVANNAH is she needs a bit of space to get her work done because of her style. She's got hands down style, which is Peter Fury style essentially. She looks like a female Hughie Fury, or vice versa. Hughie looks like a male SAVANNAH MARSHALL. And she likes to sort of flip that jab, bang that jab in. But it's sort of quite a low jab. She likes to fire her power punches as and when she feels ready to fire them. She's not big on the output. She will stalk you, but at the same time she doesn't mind boxing on the back foot. Now against CREWS-DEZURN, I see CREWS-DEZURN coming straight at SAVANNAH, and this is going to work in one or two ways. Either she smothers SAVANNAH and she makes it a physical mauling wrestling fight, which may well favour FRANCHON, or SAVANNAH times her coming in, catches her with big punches and either puts her on the floor or discourages her from the similar tactics. If SAVANNAH can push FRANCHON back, I see SAVANNAH winning this fight with relative ease. Again, we have to bear in mind it's 10 2-minute rounds, not even 10 threes, certainly not 12 threes, which is a shame. 10 2s versus 12 threes, 20 minutes of fighting versus 36 minutes of fighting. A world of difference, nearly twice as long. We don't realise this, but when you break it down, that's the situation. So I think SAVANNAH will have to have a little bit of space to get her work done. She's got to use her feet, but at the same time she does not want to allow CREWS-DEZURN to just walk in the front door. She's got to time her and catch her coming in. I also think SAVANNAH's got to start quick this time. Don't leave anything to chance, okay? Assume that CREWS-DEZURN will come straight at you and let your hands go. I mean, don't try and pick your punches too conservatively. If you miss with one, or if you miss with two, try and throw three to land one. Do you know what I mean? She's got a good jaw, SAVANNAH. So has FRANCHON. I think if you look at their respective records, Savannah is 12 wins with 10 KOs, 1 defeat. She has beaten, you know, B-level girls like Hannah Rankin and maybe B-C plus girls like, I mean, she beat Femke Hermans, who's still fighting. I think Femke Hermans actually recently beat Maria Lindberg, and Maria Lindberg is another one of Savannah's opponents who got knocked out early. Maria went down in 3, and Femke also, that was in 3 rounds as well. She was knocked flat. And Savannah's also beaten Lolita Muzeza. She was undefeated at the time, who tore after Savannah in the first round. That was a really exciting first round, and it ran out of gas totally in the second round, and Savannah stopped her. And Hannah Rankin got stopped in 7. So there is some quality there. I mean, it's not like Savannah hasn't faced some, you know, half-decent women. She has. And Franchon has faced Alejandra Jimenez. Was she undefeated, I think? That was for 2 of the belts, WBO and WBC, I want to say. Her last fight was against Ellen Cederus. That was for all 4 belts. And Cederus was undefeated as well. And Cederus, I think she 2 of the cards were wide, and one of them was a bit closer, but it was definitely a win for Franchon, definitely. But that Cederus fight was over a year ago. It's actually 13 months ago. So that's a bit of ring rust sitting there, maybe. With Savannah, the Clarissa Shields fight was in October of last year, so she's fought far more recently, and is coming off, you know, a fight against the very best, because Clarissa is, you know, an absolutely excellent fighter. How do I see this fight going? I think it will be, Franchon will regard this as a sprint, in the sense that she's going to have to get in close very quickly and get Savannah's respect. She cannot let her stand off and jab. She knows that Savannah's got power. Franchon has 8 wins, 1 defeat, which is to Clarissa, but only 2 KOs. So it doesn't hint that she's got big power, whereas Savannah does, and I think Franchon's going to be looking to get that respect early. She's the shorter woman. As I say, she's going to be thinking, well, Savannah hasn't faced any super middleweights, but Savannah's going to be thinking, I feel great at this weight, 168. Finally, I don't have to boil myself down. But she is going to be in with a very, very physically tough woman. I think it could go 2 ways. I think the first half you might see Franchon after 5 rounds leading. That's if she doesn't get caught, because if she does get caught, it'll be very interesting to see whether her chin holds up. But I think you could probably see it like 3-2, maybe 4-1 to Franchon after 5. But then I think Savannah, and she has talked in the past about how she got her tactics wrong when she fought Clarissa. She started too slowly, she wasn't firing enough punches. I think she will have learnt from that, and she will gradually, let's say she's 3-2 down after 5. Eventually it won't become about physicality, it will become about power and technique. And there's only one winner in that department, and that's Savannah Marshall. I think over the second half of the fight, I see Savannah unloading, letting her hands go more, getting into a real rhythm, sort of doing that boxer-puncher thing, outboxing Franchon, landing, as the fight goes on, landing more punches as Franchon tires, landing power punches, really preventing Franchon from walking in that front door. I see her definitely sweeping the last 3 rounds, possibly even the second half of the fight, and I see Savannah Marshall winning a comfortable, not massively wide, but a comfortable decision to take all 4 belts. Now, what do you think? That's my opinion. Leave your comments below, let me know who you think's going to win. I'm looking forward to this fight, really am. I think it's a terrific matchup, and credit to both ladies for going in with each other. Got a lot of respect for both these women. Leave your comments below, tell me who you think will win, and subscribe to the channel if you're new, as always. That would be a great help. Hit the like button, and we'll speak again sometime soon. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. I'll leave my own comments, my own replies. Thanks for your time as always, and bye for now.